So this question here, we need to solve the equation 2x squared plus 3x minus 7 equals 0, given our answer to three significant figures. So this kind of equation, it's called a quadratic equation because the highest power is a power of 2, so we have an x squared term. And we can solve quadratic equations either by factorising or by using the quadratic formula. Not all quadratics factorise, and the biggest indication that this quadratic equation does not factorise is the fact we need to give our answers to three significant figures. So if it factorised, we would have nice rational answers. But the fact that we need to give our answers to three significant figures suggests that the answers to this are not nice and rational. So we're going to use the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula says that for ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, we have that x equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So the first thing we need to do is identify our values of a, b and c. So a is the coefficient of x squared, so in this case a is 2. B is the coefficient of x, so in this case b is 3, and c is the constant on the end, so c is minus 7. So now we're just going to plug these values into this formula here. So we end up with x equals minus 3 plus or minus the square root of 3 squared minus 4 times 2 times minus 7 all over 2 times 2. So if we simplify that, we get minus 3 plus or minus the square root of 9 plus 56 all over 4, and that's going to be minus 3 plus or minus the square root of 65 over 4. So now if I type both of these solutions into my calculator, so I'm going to type in minus 3 plus the square root of 65 over 4 and minus 3 minus the square root of 65 over 4. So if I type them both in, I end up with x equals 1.27 and x equals minus 2.77. So those are my two values of x given to three significant figures.